Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to another episode of Jacob Rides on a Boat. I'm Jacob. I'm currently riding on a boat, and welcome to, I guess I should say this is a special edition of Jacob Walks Over a Bridge. Nautical edition. You know that all of the previous podcast episodes I've recorded have included me walking somewhere, but this is a special. Enjoy it. I don't know if you could hear the wind. It's making the flag right next to me flap like crazy. I'm on the Staten Island ferry on my way to Staten Island. We left port maybe 5 minutes ago. Don't know how long this ride's supposed to last. I don't know. I think I can see Staten Island in distance, I believe. You know, that's the Verrazano Bridge over there. Which, if my sense of geography serves me correctly, Brooklyn should be then on the left and then Staten Island on the right. This is my first time on the Staten Island ferry. That, you know, believe it or not, I've never been on this boat before. I've been on a boat before, but, you know, my travels have never taken me to Staten Island. Surprise, surprise. I know that's not always the most hopping borough. Sometimes it's hard to believe it is part of the city itself. Sorry to my Staten Island listeners, but yeah, why not, right? I've done other adventures, walked over so many bridges this year so far, this season. So I thought, why not try something new? And to those of you who might say that this breaks all the rules, Jacob Walks Over a Bridge should just be Jacob walking over bridges and the like. Well, hey, I make the rules here. It's my boat. It's my baby. That's real. And two, imagine the boat like a bridge over water. It moves. So you don't have to. I guess I understand now why they call this the hurricane deck. You know, I'm up to the third top floor of where passengers are allowed on the boat. They call this the hurricane deck, probably because the hurricane force winds feel up here. Probably another reason. I wish I was able to go to the front of the boat, but that's for authorized personnel only. At least on this thing. Maybe on my way back I'll check out the other sections of the boat. Or, you know, of course, if there's an option to go higher, you go higher. Like, I remember when I was in London, and I got to ride on the double-decker buses they have there. And of course I went up to the second floor. Why wouldn't you? That's where it needs to go. It's obviously much cooler than being on the ground floor. You know, that's a sight that you see every day. It's not every day. exit. Yeah, here's stairs. Down the stairs I go. Let's see how far up front I could go. I don't know why all these people are down here. I mean, it's not terribly full, the boat, but you know, why be down here when you could be up there? I guess fewer steps. People don't often like taking the stairs. Understandable, I guess. Observation deck secure until further notice. Oh, guess no. Well, seeing as how I've never been on this boat before, I'm not gonna take chances. Don't want to also touch that door. Thankfully, yeah, they've got some windows open here, and it's easy to feel the wind. I'm gonna sit down. That's a first. It might be one of the first times I've ever recorded an episode while sitting down. It's different, you know. You don't get the same creative juices flowing or blood flow or just any flow. It's nice to sit here and observe. It's a nice day to be out on the water. It's hotter today than it was yesterday when I walked over the GW bridge. But out in the water, it's cooler. With the wind, obviously, you can't really feel the heat. You know, it's interesting. You think ferries would be a bigger part of how people get around here. Maybe not. So you have to stop here. It always makes sense. It's probably the easiest way to get people from Staten to Manhattan. I'm sure that they've probably thought about, considered, maybe even planned to put some sort of railroad beneath the water. You know, like they do for the tunnels that go under the Hudson River and the East River. But maybe it's just too long of a stretch for something like that. I mean, that would be a lot of tunnel. But I mean, aside from that, I mean, a couple years ago they did add the ferry service from different parts of Queens and I guess maybe Brooklyn to Manhattan, maybe even the Bronx. I don't know. I've barely looked into it because I know that a ride on that boat costs about the same as a ride on the subway, but you can't use the unlimited, like when you buy an unlimited pass, you can't use it. Like, what's the point? And then it'll drop you off someplace that's on the coast, which is understandable. You know, it's a boat. It's not going to drop you off anywhere close to land unless it was a duck boat, which are dangerous, which I've learned. But whatchamacallit? I guess if I've never lived close enough to the coast or worked close enough to the coast while those boats have been in service to make that worth it. And I know I've heard that the cost for the boats is heavily subsidized by the state or the city. One of those two. So they really want to make ferries a thing. But something tells me they're never going to be a thing. As much as we'd like it to be. I mean, boats are nice. It's more fun than, riding a train is fun and all, but you don't get the same sort of experience as you do on a boat. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get to Staten Island. There are only a few things I know about Staten Island, attractions wise. I mean, there's the Staten Island Yankees, which, the team isn't playing now. There's a half-filled outlet mall. I don't even know if it's open now. There's the parking garage for where they were going to put the Ferris wheel they never built. And then maybe the Fresh Kills Park, which is going to be, which I read an article about. It looks nice. They've done some good stuff with it. Making it, that landfill a park again. So, I don't think it's close to the ferry, though. I'm not walking anywhere farther from the ferry. I'm dead after yesterday. Walking 21 miles will do that to you. Took 50,000 steps yesterday. Holy cow. I think my previous high had been just under 40K. So that is something that I'm proud of. I survived. Didn't kill me literally, but metaphorically. I walked from my apartment down to the ferry terminal. That was about 6 miles. And definitely felt it while walking down. And I don't know if you heard, but the captain came over the loudspeaker saying we're getting close. And indeed, I could see the terminal. So I'm gonna sign off now. This is faster than I thought it would be. Anyway, well, hope this was fun. Talk to you guys later. Whatever pirates say, goodbye.